What was it like for you before when you were a smoker?
Trapped. Your life revolves around it. It's like, if you're heading home, like you finish work, first thing you head for is a cigarette. Um, if, say, it's coming, say, towards like the end of the day, time to be going to bed sort of thing, but not quite, and you've only got one cigarette in your packet, it's like, oh, what if I wake up during the night and I want to have a cigarette? So you'll go out and buy a cigarette. It doesn't matter if it's raining or pouring or whatever. You wake up in the morning, you smoke. You're out in a shopping center or with friends who don't smoke. So, the urge comes, you want to go outside and have a cigarette. It's just very invasive. Not only does it stink, I mean, okay, you hear it all the time. It stinks, it's costly, blah, 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 blah. It's true. But it's just such a trap because your life does revolve around them. And I wouldn't consider myself an extremely heavy smoker, like you find people who are one hot packet a day or two packets a day or whatever. I'm not like that. I wasn't like that. It doesn't come down to how much you smoke, but it's just that thought pattern that you need to have those cigarettes there.
Talking about that, what made you decide to then want to quit?
Oh, it's just like, I don't like being trapped into anything. And yeah, and then, of course, you take into the consideration the smell because you need to look after your health. So it's not really accepted, especially for a female. Well, male, female, it doesn't matter. So, there was that aspect as well, like you're going for a lesson or whatever or a service, and you're smoking on your way there, and then it's like you've got to spray all this to hide the smell and mints all the time, and then even if you're talking to somebody sitting next to someone, you're thinking, are they smelling me? Or even if you're just amongst friends or at work, and you are conscious of that smell of cigarettes. It's yeah. Cost is a big thing. I mean, you go and you look at some steak and you think, oh, $20 for that. It's like, oh my gosh, I can buy the $11 a kilo one, but you have no hesitation spending $25 on a packet of cigarettes. It's so stupid. So yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Was this your first time doing hypnosis?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you find the process of hypnosis?
It's different. I mean, I thought there'd be some pendulum swinging, and but yeah, it was like I was conscious the whole time. It was different to what I thought it was going to be. Like I was conscious, but I mean, like I would suggest it. My sister is going to go. My brother-in-law is going to go. I've got a nurse where I work. She's going to go eventually. So I highly recommend him.
After the session, how did you feel about the cigarettes after you went through the process?
I thought a bit because automatically, as I said before, I used to go in the car and straight away smoking. So the whole time, my mind is thinking, okay, this is what I would normally do. So the thought was there. And the thought of, yes, there will be a cigarette there and I want to have a cigarette was there as well. But the urge, the craving was not there. And obviously I didn't have any cigarettes there, so I didn't go to any cigarettes. Normally I would have gone to a shop and bought some. I didn't go and buy any. So yeah, it's just your thought. Even now, I would have to say, like a lot of times, like certain situations, it was just, very strange. So I went to the car and like the thought is there, like, okay, this is what I would normally do, but I don't have a craving. So I'm not, because I'm not a smoker anymore. So yeah, that's what it was like.
How have you been feeling now that you haven't had a cigarette at all? What changes have you noticed?
As time goes by, like that thought pattern like does change. You don't feel like, okay, I'm gonna go in a car, so a cigarette, or wake up in the morning and cigarette or whatever. Stressful situations, you don't think, okay, I need a cigarette to deal with this. And I've got an 18-year-old son, if that helps. So there's a lot of stressful situations, and I haven't had that. So it's fantastic. Yeah.
What would you say to someone who's thinking about going through the process?
Go with an open mind. Definitely go with an open mind and believe that it's going to work. Because I think if you tell yourself that, oh no, it's not going to work, I'm just going to go. I mean, but if you're going to go there, you have to go there with the mindset that, yes, this is going to work.